Hi, I'm Dana DiLorenzo, and you're watching and listening Death Curse Society, which is funny because I wasn't told that it was video. I was only told it was audio, and then I was told it was just going to be a tag, and now look what's happening. I'm doing graphics. Look at that. Subscribe, listen, watch, and then
just in the middle of a dream. I was kissing Valentino by a crystal blue Italian stream. But I can't be late, cause then I guess I just won't get paid. These are the days when you wish your bed was already made. It's just another manic Monday. It was Sunday, 'cause that's my fun day. I don't have to run day. It's just another manic Monday. I wish it was Sunday, 'cause that's my fun day. It's just another manic Monday.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to another Monday Maniacs from Death Curse Society. I am Red Crank. I got the Colonel. I got Zigzag. What's up, guys?
What the fuck is up? You fucking fuck? I don't know.
That's right. I don't even have to answer. These guys get out of line and I just gotta go.
There went monetizing this video like in the
Yeah, you know.
first 7 seconds. Thanks. All right, thanks,
Whoa.
Colonel.
You can put some video distortion.
What I do?
No. You know how much time that takes? More than I have right now.
I'm flexing my freedom of speech.
Yes.
Yeah, I know why you're wearing that. I saw
Also,
your
yes,
saw your conversation.
It's sort of by request. Somebody needed this to send to their boss. Hey, somebody's boss. You know who you are, motherfuckers.
That's right.
Motherfucker.
Ziggy, besides Queens versus Kings, how's your week been?
You know what? Honestly, the whole week was the shits because we had the toilet break and then the water main to the main connect to the city broke and all that bullshit for a few days. And then, yeah, I got the itch to play in some poker, man, yesterday, and I decided I'm going to go ahead. It was so funny. I went the small ball. I went the 50-cent fucking scramble, like the super turbo, to win a ticket to a $10 tournament, which I won. And then I got into the $10 tournament, which I won, and got me into the $100 tournament for 40 grand. Okay. That was last night. So about 7 hours, 45 minutes of poker. And yeah, as Frank lamented there at the beginning, I ran queens into kings when I didn't really have to. It's my fault. Totally my fault. Played flawlessly till that point, but old Zag comes up empty after 7.5 hours of poker. Hey, if I'd have won the fucking thing, I was footing the bill to one of our stops. Fuck, I almost said it.
Damn it!
Woo, shit, man. We got to get that out there because I'm going
I need to confirm that. I need to get that confirmed, but we still need to make sure. We got to make sure we have the right equipment to be able to do what we need to do while we're out there. And I can't sign a contract until I'm comfortable with that point.
Needs to be finalized.
As long as they know that we're working on logistics.
I've talked with them today.
Sure.
They are aware. In fact, I think one of the lines I put in the email was something to the point of it's a virtue and a curse, but I am one of those people that has to be over prepared for something like this. And they wrote back, LOL, we get it, and we appreciate that.
Well, good. I mean, somebody organizing a convention, these are the type of people, if anybody is going to appreciate that trait that you
Right.
have. So, yes.
Right. I know you guys get fed up with it most of the time, but
I know, because I understand, preparedness leads to opportunity and all that. I believe in that. So, you go and do you, babe. It's all good.
That's right.
by the way, you need a new SD card. Don't forget to get one this week.
Yeah.
I don't need a new one. I just not going to be able to use this one. Is all.
Okay. You've got
here. I still got the
Okay.
Big Mac we got in Connecticut.
Okay.
Last
Just
week.
making sure.
Yeah, the triple one.
All right, Colonel. I hope you had a better week than Ziggy.
Well, yeah. If he was playing for fucking matchsticks, he probably would have done better.
Flawless, Colonel. I played flawlessly
Son.
until that fucking moment.
Well, only takes one moment. See,
Get
I'm not
good,
playing
son.
like Frank. I'm an agent of fucking chaos. I like just to fucking roll with shit. So that's what I did. But yeah, it was a pretty good week. Work, a lot of housekeeping. It's like I'm going to have fucking company here soon or something. I don't know.
Oh shit.
I'm rolling in around 1 o'clock on Friday, baby.
Yeah, and the demon room actually is the demon room. I was like, it's kind of cold in here.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I like a little chill, so don't mind that.
Fucking can have the fucking thing. Then you're the one to claim the fucking one bedroom that was available last couple of times we were there.
I got there early.
That doesn't
First come,
matter.
first serve, motherfucker.
That's right.
I'll be there Thursday night.
No, don't even get me started on Thursday night. You know how pissed I was? Dude,
Yeah.
12:14 sold out. I'm like, yeah, you fucking kidding. Sorry, I had some people have to fucking work.
In
So,
14 minutes? Is that how long
14
it?
minutes. I clicked
Wow.
link at 12:14. I looked at my phone and I was like, put 2 tickets sold out. I was
You
like,
gotta
God,
have-
dude.
You got to have your whorehound ticket to be able to buy at that place too, right?
Yeah, well, I didn't have that. I was like, I didn't know. I was just trying to get them tickets in the fucking cart, dude. That's what-
Yeah.
They I think they were going to confirm that you were on the list or whatever. So there may be tickets. They said at like 5 or something.
5 o'clock this
I was
afternoon.
Available.
so busy. Yeah, I didn't even.
Anybody that bought more than 2.
What we're talking about is at Horror Hound Weekend this weekend that we're going to be attending. Thursday night, as a special preview, they were going to have an exclusive viewing of Evil Dead Rise. As far as I know, only the second time it's been shown in any kind of public setting. South by Southwest last weekend being the first time, and it's been getting rave reviews. And Colonel was probably going to be the only one able to go and could not get tickets.
Yeah, because literally it's 10 minutes from my house.
Yeah, and it sold out like a Taylor Swift concert.
Yes. Of course it did. Of course it did.
Of course it did.
I
We
thought
knew
I
it would.
Because they're showing it at 2 theaters. Now, granted, I'd say each theater probably holds 100, 150 people. It's the same theater I went to go see the Beyond at. So it's, it's down by UC campus. It's a artsy-fartsy fucking type theater. So I knew it was going to be tough, but fuck, 14 minutes? That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Well, I think we're looking clearly probably at the number 1 horror movie of the year, just based on the early hype.
No, early hype's full shit, too. I'm not buying into it till I see it.
Yeah,
I just wanted to
let's-
see it
Oh,
for
of
fucking
course.
free. Like, I was like, fuck, yeah. All I had to do is buy some popcorn and a fucking pop, and I was good to go.
I've had 2 people that I've brought up Evil Dead Rise to so far. Well, one that actually went to see a film with me recently, Scream, I think. When that trailer came up, cover their eyes, like peeking through. And then another person, the same thing. I mentioned the trailer to them, and they, oh, no, I can't watch stuff like that. I'm like, you bunch of pansies. No wonder you don't watch our show.
One of my brother's friends he'd get a box of popcorn and he'd eat all the popcorn and then look through the box like a telescope. And if he didn't have the popcorn, he would do something like this. It was the funniest fucking thing of all time, dude. I mean,
Like, what I used to do, I learned the hard way, though. When I was watching scary movies, I cut a hole in the bottom of a popcorn bag.
Oh, wait a minute.
That
Wait a
butter
minute.
fucking burn you up, son. Just get that shit without butter. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, before this gets any further, let's
Fuck you, buddy.
yeah. let's move on. Let's see who's in the room first. Okay, it looks like Tanya's here, Tyrone's here, Lorena. Lorena's here. She says some people learn it on the streets, some people learn it in the schools. These boys were born with it. Death Curse Society. Goddamn right. Kiara's here. BK's here. Josh is here, otherwise known as Brucey. FaZe is in the house. You guys talking about Ziggy's shirt a lot. And Kiara's catching up on some old films. Well, not old films, but last year's films. Finally caught up with Halloween Ends and Scream 5, and boy, oh boy. However, I enjoyed Scream 5 more than Halloween Ends. Same. But I only started liking Halloween halfway through or so.
Hey, that's not bad, because I never liked Halloween Ends from the beginning to the end. So when you're done watching it, let us know what you thought, so we can look at it through your eyes. We might see something we missed.
Yeah. Rachel's here.
Woo.
Okay. Lorena. I'm working on it. It's only been 5 years that I didn't realize we were wrong. All right.
When I see it in my head now, it's got that capital REE. Even if I'm gonna say it wrong, it's like no.
That's what's bad. I'm gonna start spelling it wrong. Like it's just gonna be that way now.
Lorena.
All right. Also, want to get to our members. If you want to learn how to become a member, check out our website at deathcursesociety.com. Go to the join section and choose a tier. You got a couple of tiers there. So whatever you can afford. Yeah.
We are addressing the what's going on with the members. There's going to be some noticeable changes coming at you. You should be much more appreciative of what's going on up there. So
a bit of a reboot.
Yes, a reboot, if as it were.
A revamping. Yeah.
Yes.
But thanks to our members, our final girls and guys, Chris, Lorena, Christy.
I don't have the buzzer.
Hold on. Hey, welcome to the show, guys. We want to thank our members, Chris, Lorena, Christy, Luke, Tanya, and Tyrone. Luke's back in the house. Thank you, Luke. And also our Crazy Ralphs, Raymond, our camp counselors, S. Michael, Stacy Lynn, Orlando, Kiara, Dave, and Jimmy J.
Not related.
Not related to the scam artist in Pennsylvania.
And to Crank's name pronunciation. You earned that one.
Mm-hmm.
By
By the way, Raymond, we will see you next weekend.
Yeah.
And S. Michael, I'm expecting some karaoke tunes Thursday night when I stop off in Indianapolis. So,
do we know what the brewski is of the Horror Hound this time around?
I haven't seen anything yet, but I'm sure it's gonna be fucking awful, and me and Raymond will be finding out
Soon enough.
That's what we do, man. That's our thing. I gotta find Raymond. Let's try this fucking beer.
We will find out. We will find out.
Can't be any worse than a honey shit for candy. Man.
Well, the Killer Clown brew was better, wasn't it? It was a little more.
That was way too sweet, though, dude. I know people are like, "This is great. This is delicious." It's like, fuck. I'm like drinking a can of fucking raw sugar, dude. I was like, "No."
I can't get into the fruitiest beers though.
No, there's a good fruity beer around here from a local brewery called Scooter. I talked about it before, so I won't. It's like a blood orange beer, and it's really good. That Killer Clown shit. Like you guys know me, I'm fruity.
That was bad.
And if I'm willing to throw something away that costs that much, I should tell you. Like
that was bad.
I think so.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. Here's a question real quick, just to get it out of the way, so we can move on with our topic here. Josh wants to know if you could eat any meal with your favorite horror movie, what would you eat? Colonel, keep it clean.
I don't understand the question. What?
Vagina.
Like, while watching?
Damn it, Colonel.
You told me to keep it clean.
I don't understand the question either. It's a weird question. But if you were, like, I guess, watching a horror movie and you could have any meal that you wanted or you could have, what would it be?
I guess, I don't know, I guess I'll go, the real answer here, a really good fucking steak and a baked potato with vagina for dessert.
Bah, 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 bah.
That's
Ziggy?
my goal, to upset him.
Ziggy?
You know, I've probably eaten every meal known while watching a movie. So, I mean, there's nothing that stands out that I would want to eat specifically while watching a movie.
I have a pretty good idea what you would eat.
Well,
Cheese pizza, because that's the only meal you ever eat.
I've had bacon and eggs watching The Exorcist. I've had steak and baked potatoes watching Night of the Living Dead. I mean, I've had spaghetti and pizza. You know, I've had a grinder from Gabriel Steak Subs up the road. What?
I have literally, I've known you now for almost 5 years. I have seen you eat 3 different things.
Oh, we've been in the same city like 4 times.
Yeah, but you even talk about only eating 3 different things.
I thought I was clear on my eating habit. I only eat because I have to. I don't get any pleasure out of it whatsoever. I'm a freak that way. I don't know what's so wrong with me. You know,
It's pizza. You ordered fries, I think, at Skyline.
I didn't want that. I couldn't. Well, hey, first of all, I'm good now. If we go
Okay,
back
yeah.
weekend, we'll see.
And like breakfast food is the only other thing I've ever seen you eat.
And guess what?
Again,
we're not going to Waffle House again, motherfucker.
Listen, we're going just for the entertainment. I don't even care about the food.
I don't know about that.
I want the action.
Can we go to the classier place like a Denny's or something?
I need to know. That's classier than Waffle House.
Yes.
Yeah. You know, they have a big boy somewhere. Fucking Shoney's. What the fuck, man? It's all the same.
Is there a Stuckey's up in the Ohio area?
That's the one. Oh my God, man.
Probably not, 'cause I don't even know what the fuck a Stuckey's is. So
It's like,
I think Stuckey's was more of a southern interstate stop.
Have you ever heard me say, "Hey, dude, let's go get something to eat. I'm starving"? No, you haven't.
yes, I have in the mornings. It's always like, hey,
That's it. I get my one meal for the day. I'm ready to. Let's go to work. I know we're not going to be able to get out and eat at that point. So,
Oh, good
yes,
Lord.
a breakfast.
You guys
breakfast.
enjoy it. I'm gonna be sitting there in the booth like this. You know, what's wrong, Colonel? Like, shoestring budget. Shoestring budget.
See, this is what I agree with right here. Rachel says eating is her favorite hobby.
And I know scores of people like this. You're all fine. I'm broken. I don't know why. It's just who I am and what I do. I'm okay with it. So you all
He is
should
broken.
too. You should all be fine.
He's
Because
broken
it's
on the
okay.
inside.
It's not like you can't eat when I'm in the said vicinity. You're allowed to eat. Eat what you
Yeah, but-
want.
Yeah, but I'm
Enjoy
not gonna take you to some nice restaurant or nicer restaurant and then make you sit there for an hour and a half while I enjoy my meal
You go
and you
ahead
just
and
sit
have
there
your
and
tartar and your
and
little
eat
things and
fucking
stuff.
French fries.
Sure, and take an hour and a half eating a fucking platter of fucking rib.
I think something about going to
Chips
nice
and shit.
restaurants. With guys like us, they're gonna bring you the fucking water bowl with a piece of lemon in it to wash your hands. Dude, I grew up poor. I'm gonna grab that lemon. I'm gonna eat that shit like Scarface. I don't fucking know.
Like dipping the bread in there and shit. What is it? Taste some lemon here. What's
You
going
and
on?
Paige go to your fancy restaurants. Me and Zach go to.
It's all fine. I don't mind going to a fancy restaurant. I'm just not gonna, I mean, and shit. You were fucking pricing some pretentious place that's probably $60 a plate.
Yeah, we're not going
get-
there.
You get a fucking plate with a red line of some kind of sauce with a couple of cucumbers on it. $49.50.
We're not going there.
I know.
We're not going there. Even though it was recently listed as the best restaurant in America in Cincinnati.
Cool.
And I was like, you know what? I wouldn't mind checking that out.
Yeah, and that's
Dude,
what it
there's
was.
other
This
places
like,
to go, man.
yes.
Like we can't get a table. Soda. I want to take you to Soda. So fucking bad. It's like the best Italian restaurant in town. But
That's where I want to go.
But you have to reserve a spot like 2 months in advance to get in the motherfucker.
You knew I was coming up here.
I can't afford me. Fuck you. Grow some boobies and shave, and we'll talk.
We could break the account and go ahead and enjoy a meal.
No, we're not breaking the account. Not for a meal. I can pay for my own goddamn meals. I can buy myself flowers. Son of a bitch.
No more flowers.
I knew there was a reason I was wearing this shirt tonight. I just knew it.
Yeah.
Just knew it.
All right,
That's
see.
why these guys are hearing the talk we have every fucking night during the convention.
Yeah, and then we have to debate for 35 minutes, 45 minutes about where we're going to go eat
Bullshit.
at the end of the convention.
Fucking you motherfucker.
No, you were always like pizza. And we're like, we had pizza
care.
for lunch.
I don't care. I always say, wherever you go, I will find something if I'm hungry. That's what I say.
All right, let me wrap this up with Jimmy's comment here, because Jimmy actually agrees with you, Zag. He says, I'm with you. No judgment. Being married to Rachel, I've had to adjust my hobby to eating a little more than usual, but I support you being different.
It's fine, man. Thank you, Jimmy. I appreciate it.
Fuck you, Jimmy.
It's just something all my life growing up, you go to family functions and shit. Everyone's like, that. You're not eating anything, And I was quite a bit skinnier when I was younger, too. So, I mean, Grandpa, you're going to dry up and blow away. There's a strong breeze. Shit like that, so I don't know, dude. It's in here. I don't know why I'm this way. It is what it is. I have a very limited menu I like and I go with. It works for me. And that's it. I get no pleasure from eating fancy shit or the steak is cooked to perfection, Gordon Ramsay style. It's over my head, man.
Dude, you're crazy. Like, I'm not.
Well, a steak is a steak. I dig a steak. I dig a good steak.
Fighting steaks, the hit just hits different.
I'll give you that. A steak is a steak. Is fine. Like I said, we in Kansas City, I had the greatest hamburger of my life while Crank was choking down, proving to me that he could eat the whole tray, and then almost killed himself trying to eat it.
That was a cafeteria tray full of barbecue that I put down.
That's what I'm saying. Like, Zach goes to Kansas City and gets a hamburger. I'm so happy and excited for you. That was the best hamburger ever in your life. What's Kansas City, dude? Get the fucking barbecue.
Yeah. When I went to New Orleans, I wrapped myself up in jambalaya, and now it's probably
Guess
and
what?
probably one of my favorite meals.
Pizza if we ever go to Louisiana. All
right? I know you are.
Letting you know.
Good Lord. All right. We got to stop this. By the way,
this on this anyway. What is this?
Fucking Josh, fucking Brucey just sidetracked the whole bullshit like he always does.
And then left probably.
And then he's not even watching anymore. Yeah. So, there's a Sarge.
Sarge!
All right. By the way, Jimmy, Rachel, where are we eating tomorrow? Because we got to get a meal tomorrow before I hit the road and leave town. Anyway,
better make it a good one.
Yes, exactly. We better. Damn it. All right. Tonight, we're talking about our top 5 favorite female horror villains in honor of Women's History Month. And, this was an interesting round. This took a little while for me.
I got to be honest. We do these lists a lot, and what the fuck are you guys giggling about?
The pause. I gotta be.
Well, no, I'm laughing because Rachel actually answered my question. We're going to get some barbecue tomorrow, so fuck you, Ziggy.
No, got to be honest. What I came up with this list, one of the most satisfying lists. I looked at it and went, "That's it." I mean, I was done right away. I mean, I went right in order.
Oh, really?
Fuck, yeah.
Oh, wow.
What I threw down, I just went, "That's it." I think I did have something in there. I want to see if you two clowns did it before I comment on it, though. So we'll see.
I don't know. I have not seen anybody's list.
Yeah.
I was expecting 3 somewhat different lists with different criteria. I'm telling you, like, it's some names I think are going to duplicate. There's going to be some big names missing from somebody's fucking list. I know a big one's going to be missing from mine.
Okay.
And then my honorable mentions are way fucking different. But for good reason. Like, even Crank's like, is this who you're talking about? I'm like, yes, I'll explain.
Well,
just making sure.
Because that's not necessarily the character that I would consider the villain in that.
Exactly.
But
I think you see where I'm going with it, though.
I think I do,
I do too. And
but I
love
wanted
it
to give
because-
I wanted to give you a chance to make sure before I got into that. Who starts?
I started last time, so
So it's my turn then.
Yes.
Okay.
Because I guess you zag me or something. I don't know. We'll figure it. You just go first.
All right. Yep. My turn. All right. Top 5 female horror villains. Gang, make sure to throw yours down in the comments, and we will get to them as soon as we can. But yeah, this one was kind of fun. And I think the only criteria that I kind of remembered mentioning before we started doing this was that has to be like the main baddie, not just some bitch character that's buried in the subplot somewhere. Is that correct, guys?
I remember that discussion, but I'll say my list is based on the main baddies.
Okay.
or at least
All the
in
same
an
route.
impactful baddies in mind.
Right.
So yeah,
Right. All right. And number 5, a movie that I don't get to.
we were in sync though. That was good.
Yeah, that was nice. A movie I don't really get to talk about as much as I used to. And I fucking love this movie. I actually watched it again not too long ago in the middle of the night. Mostly I thought it would put me to sleep, but it didn't. But Mallory Knox comes in at number 5 from Natural Born Killers for me. Just because this performance is just, Juliette Lewis is batshit crazy in this. And you wouldn't think it would work, but it does. Now, I know there are a lot of film purists out there, and especially Quentin Tarantino fans, that his original script was far better than what Oliver Stone did. I think if you were to film Quentin Tarantino's script on its own without Oliver Stone's influence, they would be 2 almost completely different movies. And that's okay. But I like what Oliver Stone did with this. And Mallory Knox ended up being almost worse than Mickey in some ways. The way she, handed out her revenge and, played with some of those characters. I was very happy with her performance in that. And she scores number 5 on my list. Number 4 for me, somewhat contemporary. But yeah, was killer in the first 2 movies we've seen her in, Pearl. Now, I don't think she's going to be in the next one. I don't think.
I don't know how.
I wouldn't assume she would be. But same actress is playing her, playing this next character in Maxine, the X trilogy, if you will. But Pearl was just fun to watch, especially in the prequel, the self-titled prequel. This was Mia Goth has kind of come out of nowhere in the last 5-10 years, and just really made a mark on the horror community, and especially with this character. And yeah, kudos to her. Number 3 for me, kind of a classic, but Pamela Voorhees. I grew up with this character, and I love the fact that she actually has a very good reason for her psychosis, I think. The loss of her son and wanting to get revenge for her son. She takes it a little too far, obviously. I'm not advocating slaughtering a bunch of kids at the lake because somebody drowns or anything. I'm not.
Whatever works. Hey,
They should have been watching him. Just saying.
They should have been watching him.
they had one fucking job. I mean,
You know, right?
Well, they had a few different jobs, but that was one of them. The important
Well,
ones.
the key word of that, unfortunately, was fucking. Like,
But no, and Betsy Palmer kills it in this role. It's been well documented. She wanted nothing to do with this movie at first, but needed a car. And she turned in one of the greatest horror performances of all time.
and one of the best twists. Just sold the whole fucking. A pretty cool place to be.
Right. And one of the best twists at the time. Absolutely. Number 2 for me, another one that's semi-contemporary. Oh, wow. What was that? What was that for?
Water dripping somewhere. What are you talking about?
That's true. It did sound like that. But number 2 for me, Dr. Sleep's Rose the Hat. She has such a calming, friendly presence when you first meet her. There's still a little sinister substance behind her, but when you first meet her with that little girl in the woods and she's kind of doing the magic tricks, you're like, I know something bad is about to happen, but I cannot look away. And she's just got that personality that draws you in. And then the scene with the baseball boy and the fact that they trimmed that back, and even the cast in between takes of filming that scene had to take some time and like regroup because it was such an emotional scene to film.
You know, I was thinking about that today, that Dr. Sleep, is it better than The Shining?
No, but it's right there.
I can't, I really couldn't answer it. I really could not answer that earlier today, thinking that.
Well, you got to figure out and be the tiebreaker. So Crank says The Shining. Even though he says Close, I know he's going to say The Shining. I'm always going to say Dr. Sleep. You guys know I find The Shining to be a boring fucking.
I got to give them both The View. Straight in, back to back. And we'll come back to this in a couple, give it a week or two.
All 6 hours?
Yeah.
You're going to watch all 6 hours?
I've never seen that extended cut of Dr. Sleep either, so.
Oh, that's good.
Dude, but yeah.
Be the tiebreaker. You got to do it.
I will.
Yeah, let us know in a couple weeks.
If that. It's funny. I was thinking, I got to fucking watch both those fucking things because I don't know which one's better.
No, The Shining, still. But
Dr. Sleep, still.
Barely.
Barely.
It's funny because I'm edging the other way at this point, but I'm gonna watch them because there's so much fucking. It's so much grittier and harsh, Sleep, compared to The Shining. You know, I mean, I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm gonna get on that though.
Get on that, Ziggy.
Proceed, sir.
All right, but yeah, Rose the Hat, phenomenal performance, phenomenal character. Number 2 on my list. Honorable mentions. Yeah, you can't get past, you can't do a list like this without this one. Probably one of Stephen King's freakiest other characters, Annie Wilkes. There it is. Just the fact that she is completely human, but so fucked up.
Connected.
It's just, it works. And Kathy Bates, goddamn, worked so well for this role. It's when you have a role or when you have a character that so many years later you think it's hard to see another actor in that role. And they even tried with the Castle Rock TV show, putting somebody else in this role, a younger Annie Wilkes. And it was hard, man. I mean, the girl did good, but it was hard. But Kathy Bates nailed it in this. My next 2 are going to be probably shunned somewhat.
Let me get the button pulled up here just in case.
Or at least...
That's why I brought my tea tonight.
Yeah,
you got your tea?
Finger up, please.
Finger out.
You see this cup, you know I'm drinking tea.
All right. My next honorable mention from Urban Legend, Brenda. I have a soft spot for this movie. Oh, yeah, there you go. Hold on. Let me get in there with you. I have a soft spot for this movie. I'll admit it. And I don't know why especially, but I actually kind of enjoy this character. It's bizarreness. Yeah, go ahead with the stink eye there, Ziggy. I get it. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on this, but I like Brenda in Urban Legend. And my last honorable mention, also contemporary, Red from Us. Beautifully played in a dual role.
Dude, I'm totally fucking with you. I really debated putting her on my list.
Okay.
I barely missed it.
Okay. Don't start your eye roll shit with me, brother.
That choice there just saved you the button push. So,
From Brenda.
yeah. Yeah.
That's why I sandwiched them like that.
Okay.
Because I knew if I talked quickly over Brenda, I could get to red, and then
Oh, I'm hovered right over it. I was ready to go, but I like this one. So yeah.
such a twisted role, and you don't really know what the hell is going on for the longest time in the movie, and when you figure it out, fuck, it's so good. Number one for me, pretty easy pick for me. Such a crazy movie, and it's kind of amazing how many Stephen King characters are on this list. But Margaret White, played by the outstanding Piper Laurie, who I would love to meet someday, not just because of this role, but also her role in Twin Peaks. Holy shit. I've met some religious nuts in my time. I live in Oklahoma, which is basically called the Bible Belt for a reason. It's not really a joke to say that there is a church on almost every street corner in Oklahoma. It's pretty damn accurate. It used to be a lot more, but it's pretty freaking accurate. But Margaret White in Carrie, 1976 is Carrie, obviously. Goddamn. Just great role. Horrible mother. Horrible person. But played so well and beautifully by Piper Laurie. And like I said, she's one of those kind of under the radar celebs that I would love to see at a convention someday. I would make an extra push to get to that one if I saw her on the list. But
Might be beyond the circuit though by now.
I think so.
yeah, I don't think she's touring anymore.
But hey,
You don't want guys like you staring at her dirty pillows.
It wouldn't be because of that though. I mean,
I don't know. I'll give you shit.
but yeah, that's my top 5 right there, ending with Margaret White.
good list, man.
All right, let's hit the comments. Oh, good lord. All right, Luke says, yes, Mallory is a psychopath in Natural Born Killers. Oh, yes. Yep, Faye's gotta have Pamela.
Gotta have
Yep, Kiara, Mama Voorhees. Faye says, I didn't care for Pamela much in my first viewing as a teen, but she's grown on me as I've gotten older. That's how it works. Sometimes. S. Michael, I'll come back to that. Yeah, we're gonna have a discussion about that list there, S. Michael. I just glanced through it and all right. Kiara says, I feel like Carrie would be a 50-50. I don't know why I went French there for a second. A 50-50. In some people's eyes, she's a villain, but in mine, she's a shining star, my beloved. Well, Kiara, stick around. I think that's why we're going to have this discussion here in a little bit. Possibly. Possibly. Lorena says, I had a hard time with this one. I do love a female villain.
There's a lot more there.
There are a ton.
There she is.
Yeah. Ariel says, Esther from Orphan. Number 6, as Ziggy would say, right?
I would, but
Not today.
Not today.
Bitch.
God damn it, Lorena.
Lorena, who? What?
No, I said Lorena.
Oh, okay.
Jesus. I'll come back to your list as well, too. Interesting choices, I like. Ariel also throws in Angela Baker from Sleepaway Camp.
Ah, there it is.
Is that a female?
Is that a female? That's what I said. And
Based on
No,
the
wait a minute,
time,
let's not-
Based on the time.
Let's not go down this rabbit hole
I'm not
right
going
now.
down that road, but based
okay.
on the time that movie was made.
fuck that.
That-
The character is a fucking male.
No, wait.
I'm not touching
Wait,
it.
time the fuck out.
We're not touching it. Move on.
We're not. See, we've already dropped 2 viewers since this came up. So
Fucking plot plot point, though. What are you guys talking about?
We're not going down this rabbit hole right now. This is a dangerous topic to cover in just a few minutes without fleshing out our thoughts a little bit more.
We'll point it out, but yeah, I mean, come on, man, you can't argue with the plot on this.
Let's move on though. Thanks, Ariel. Okay, Faze, I'll come back. Well, yes, but I can't really get into that yet because I haven't mentioned that list yet. Jacob Klein says, me too, Isabel Furman. Rosie's here. What's up, Rosie?
Rosie.
What's that?
Ariel liked. See, I'm not the only one. Ariel liked Urban Legend too.
She's your friend, but it doesn't count.
No, but we disagree on every fucking other movie in the world most of the time, so it doesn't really matter.
The equivalent of the kid getting picked on in class and the one girl comes over and goes, I like that. Leave him alone. That's what that is.
Leave him alone.
Leave him alone. Leave Brittany alone.
There we go. Lorena says, great list, Craig. Thank you. Luke, I'll come back to your list. There we go. Rosie. They're all going to laugh at you.
Yes. That.
And indeed, they did.
They did.
Did they?
And Ariel seconds my comment about churches on every corner in Oklahoma now, since medical marijuana is legal, it's a church or a dispensary.
See, that was just frustrating to me because I didn't have a Oklahoma medical card, so I'm not allowed to go into the fucking dispensaries there. We had to get a fucking patsy to go in for us.
We're gonna get you. Shut up!
No, that guy was cool as fuck, man. He was,
Shush!
No, it's just
Don't.
fuck, man. They know. They don't give a fuck as long as they're getting paid.
We're gonna get you a card for next time you have to come down here. Kiara says, my oldest sister used to be scared of Carrie's mom when she was younger. She played that role amazing. Yes.
she did. Shit, I'm still scared of her. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Rachel says, for your reference, Stillwater alone has about 80 churches.
Apparently.
Pretty small town. Rosie says, did you give Pamela Voorhees a shout? Of course I did. Number 3 on my list. Yeah. Show up at like 8, like everybody else, and maybe you'd find out. Oh wait, I better not. Rachel says about 40 green shops also, so 2 to 1.
2 to 1 ratio. That's not bad.
Oh, and Rachel also says would have a very hard time choosing which was best between The Shining and Dr. Sleep. Very close. Are you doing your cocaine off to the side there, Ziggy? What's going on?
No, I had to just clear my schnozola so I'm not fucking gurgling over here, man. Yeah.
Luke. Maybe if Siskel and Ebert watched more horror movies in the 70s and 80s, they'd realize the genre wasn't as sexist as they thought it was.
No, it was.
No, it was, though.
It was.
I mean, Night of the Demons alone is all you need to watch. Know that. Yes, it's.
If they liked horror, they would have a better understanding for it. But, no. Dude, when we did the 1975 list, I was like, holy shit. Like, watching all those movies?
Yeah.
I was like, God damn, there's some misogynistic bullshit going on. Just,
like, tits aplenty in, like, every movie.
It was crazy. But, okay, Luke says, good point, Zigzag. I guess I was more referring to Springsteen's performance in the sequels. Slumber Party Massacre, I assume he's talking about. Oh, God. No. Dave, not doing that comment. I'll let you guys see it. But no, we're not going there.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm not. You ever want to read that?
Look, I'm not trying to start anything, man. I'm not trying to disrespect anybody, but God damn it. We'll see. You can't. Yeah, don't say that.
No. Faye says, no kidding, horror invented the term final girl for crying out loud. Yes. But that was that's another good topic to talk about. What? Go ahead, Colonel.
No, I'm saying, but yes, they can turn final girl, but movies are still sexist as shit. Like, and stereotypical of all types, not just
Right.
one.
Yeah, and Faye says, "Yep, back in Oklahoma, this is true. Dispensaries were every fucking where, and they were locked up to us schmucks from up north."
I mean, I went and got a card when they first.
And Rosie, I'm just messing with you. You know this. Just kidding. You can be late all you want. That is.
You didn't miss anything anyway. It was boring.
Hey,
The doors open from 8 to 10. Yeah, you'd only miss the cranks list.
oh my lord. Okay, we're skipping Dave's and the next comment, S. Michael's comment. Yeah, that one's not bad.
I mean, once the lists are done, that's the first place we're going.
Okay, let me go back to some of these lists. Here's S. Michael's list from a few minutes ago. He says Nola, number 5 from the Brood.
That's fucking awesome, man. That's a fucking good one.
Yeah. Number 4, Nigel's mom from Dead Alive, aka Brain Dead. Number 3, the Alien Queen.
Damn.
The aliens, I assume. Number 2, Katie from Paranormal Activity. Honorable mentions: Julia from Hellraiser, Pamela Voorhees, Annabelle, Orphan, Annie Wilkes. And number 1, Samara from The Ring, hands down. If you didn't see it when it premiered, you missed out. I think Colonel would disagree with you.
Let me watch it tomorrow. The best part is when the horse jumps off the fucking ship, okay? Just saying. For me.
I don't know what it is.
That's a good list, though.
S&A on is number 1, but that was a really good list.
You had some deep cuts on there that I really dug, man.
Here we go. I'll hit it. All right.
Yeah, here.
What? What are you doing?
I'm just looking at his list again.
Oh, okay. I'll go through Lorena's list. Number 5, Santanico Pandemonium from Dusk Till Dawn.
I almost.
That was a close one.
Yeah,
But she's on she's on screen so little.
Yeah, she's kind of a punk.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. If she made my list, is because I was thinking with the other head. So I had to keep her on.
There's two big reasons. There's 2 big reasons you would have put her on your list.
Yes.
Oh, there it is, too.
Number 4, Baby Firefly from House of a Thousand Corpses. Number 3, Ginger Fitzgerald from Ginger Snaps. Number 2, Jane Hudson from Baby Jane. Whatever Happened to Baby Jane? Is that the one you were talking about?
I'll say number 6 right now. Yes, I was right there with that one going.
It was
good.
It was in and out of my list a few times. Our honorable mentions: Asami Yamazaki from Audition,
right there.
also bounced in and out of my list. Pamela Voorhees and Rhoda Penmark from The Bad Seed. Almost there. Number 6 as well.
That was a shit man. I tell you.
But Lorena's number 1, Muffin. Wait. All right. We'll accept that answer.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Luke says backwards. Number 5, Annie in Misery. Number 4, La Femme Inside. Number 3, Mrs. Voorhees. Number 2, Marie from High Tension. Interesting.
Good pull.
And number 1, Angela from Sleepaway Camp 2 and 3, especially.
Good list, people.
From 2 and 3. From 2 and 3. Oh, yeah. Good list to Lorena and Luke.
guys are pulling some shit that I didn't even. Some of them, yes, but some of them, no. Like the chick from Hellraiser, the wife. Oh my God, that's outstanding. It's the very definition of this list.
Mm-hmm.
Feel ashamed for not having that.
You should.
You should. You piece of shit.
All right. Joseph's here. He's got a list. He says number 5, Rose the Hat. Number 4, Margaret White. Number 3, Pamela Voorhees. Number 2, Annie Wilkes. Number 1, Peyton Flanders from The Hand That Rocks the Cradle. Yep. He loves this movie. We've talked about this a few times. I watched the last 5 minutes 3 or 4 times in a row just to see her die over and over again. I hated her a lot.
No, I hated her a lot.
Hated her a lot. Okay, back to this topic. Faye says other movies from that time were just as sexist, if not more. It's unnecessary to single horror out for it. Very true.
Honestly, yes.
Kind of a sign of the times back then.
Fuck yeah.
Luke says, sorry I wasn't trying to bring up that topic. I guess what I was trying to say is there was plenty of female villains to challenge the males. A lot of slashers were for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I get it. I get the argument.
Kiara says, I can't think of her name, but the girl from Revenge. She's not really a villain, but at the same time, the role her character played for being a homewrecker, some people would view her as such. I'll always have a soft spot for her character, though. However, the movie is more thriller than just plain horror.
I just thought of another one, Poison Ivy from, or Drew Barrymore in Poison
Drew
Ivy.
Barrymore from Poison Ivy? Yeah. Luke says, Kiara, that movie rules. Dave says, love the Ring, USA version.
Oh.
Dave also says, Muffin, awesome. Luke says, Joseph, that's a deep cut. I forgot how crazy that character was. Absolutely. Yeah. Dave says, no love for Glenn Close in Fatal Attraction. She was a little cray-cray.
We shall see.
Stay tuned.
Her rabbit stew was fucking delicious, though.
Rabbit fucking stew.
That kept her off the list for me.
And S. Michael says, Reagan, but only in Exorcist 2. God, it's been over 30 years since I've seen Exorcist 2 because The Heretic. I almost refuse to rewatch it because I remember it just being so awful, and I've yet to hear anything good about it. So
it's
I've seen it once, and that was enough.
Yeah, that was enough.
I was like, why would you even put The Exorcist anywhere on that?
All right, so here's a
money,
funny,
son.
Yeah, here's a funny story. This happened yesterday. Kind of on topic, a little off. For whatever reason, talking to the kids about nicknames, and the oldest one's like, "Look, why you never gave me a nickname?" I was like, "Well, this is your name. This is what I named you. This is what I'm going to call you." Same thing with Sarge. That's what her name is. I'm not going to give her a nickname.
Right.
And some people do have a nickname for her, being her mother. Every once in a while calls her Zozo. Caitlin got it confused with the demon from The Exorcist. I was like, isn't that the name of the demon, Zozo? I'm like, no, it was Pazuzu.
Pazuzu.
It was Pazuzu, not Zozo. Zozo. Sarge is like, I want to be called Pazuzu. No.
No.
No. It was funny, though. It's like,
that is funny.
Of a child.
That is funny.
That's how movies like The Exorcist fucking happen, man.
That's right.
You just invited them in.
Luke says, I never finished Exorcist 2 and never planned to. Shannon has another deep cut here. More of a thriller, but Alicia Silverstone in the crush. Crazy ass bitch.
Yeah, she's crazy.
And then Cheryl and Ron's horrible horror. Mentioned Pearl from X and Pearl. Absolutely. Number 4 on my list, I think. Right?
Yeah, I think so.
Something like that. I can't.
Definitely had her on.
All right. Colonel.
Oh,
the Colonel to
the list of all lists. I'll be honest with you guys. I didn't do all time. I know we're supposed to be our top 5, but I went real personal on this one. I'm not going to say it's the 5 greatest female horror villains of all time. You're going to see some big names off the list. I went strictly personal on this one, and there's 2 big reasons why this one's coming in at number 5. Syl from Species. You know, I had to put a throwaway pick in here. I don't care.
We already used that joke too.
Yeah. So, what? She's on my list. Yeah, let's be honest. If you want to dominate the world, that's how you're gonna fucking do it.
That would work.
Like it's a brilliant fucking plan. Just
Because us men are so stupid, we would still fall for it.
We're all pigs by fucking nature. I'll admit that.
Yeah.
Like it's going to happen. That's as far as in deep I'm going to go on that. It's just fucking funny. All right, it's coming in number 4. Again, probably a prisoner of the times, but the current times. Rose the Hat from Dr. Sleep. I can't really add much because all my talking points, Crank fucking took them. You thunder stealing prick. But yeah, like you said, the gentleness she had at the beginning of the movie, and then that poor fucking baseball kid really showing how evil she truly was.
Yeah.
And just, yeah, again, sucks because I can't say anything else because it's already been said. Coming in at number 3, Pearl. Fucking love Pearl. There's Pearl and X. I'm counting her in both fucking films.
Right.
Because I feel like we get 2, I don't feel like we do. We get 2 totally different characters. Pearl, her descent into fucking madness, played brilliantly by Mia Goth. Like, no one can disagree with that, especially at the end credits when you zoom on her fucking face. You got the pictures right there. She's fucking crazy. And then you get 90-year-old Pearl, who's still just as fucking crazy, but became a fucking good killer. She learned the fucking trade. Again, Crank already said everything, so I'm moving on. Coming in at number 2, Annie Wilkes. I can see why she was Crank's honorable mention, but she's so high on my list because this could happen. This is like legit, like this is some serious shit. This actually happened to me once. I was able to escape. I told you guys about this. So fucking fan of the show. I was driving in back roads in the winter, wrecked. Woke up in this nice cottage. I'm tied up to the fucking bed, right? And the only reason I was able to get out because she didn't have a log and a sledgehammer. She used to live for bread and a Minecraft axe, the found Minecraft axe. It just made my ankle red. And I untied myself and just left. I was like, I thought it was going to be fun, but it kind of sucked. Yeah. No, it didn't happen. But like I said, that could fucking happen, man. That being based in reality is why she's so high on my list.
I love the fact that you still were like, no, that didn't really happen. No shit.
Yeah.
No, it didn't really happen.
Let me say what everybody's thinking, okay?
Pardon my French, but you're an asshole. Asshole!
Like I said, people are gullible though. Some person, 1 out of 20 people watching probably knew. It's like, is that real? No. So my honorable mentions. I don't even want to call it my honorable mentions list. I want to call this my good for her list. That's the route I went with.
Atta girl.
The Atta girl list, yeah.
Atta girl, fucking good for you. My first one is I was fucking Carrie. All those pricks got exactly what the fuck they deserve. Good for her.
But finish your list.
No, go ahead.
No, well, I was going to say, is she really a villain, though?
No, that's what my good for her list. These people are not villains in my eyes. They are.
Okay, but then.
Good for her.
Okay, all
I
right.
had to put them on the list. They're too good not to put on the list.
Okay.
I'm serious.
Okay.
Coming up next, we have Haley Stark from Hard Candy. This little girl, man, she had this fucking. Please tell me you guys have seen this movie. I'm sure you have.
It's funny because now your honorable mentions make a whole lot more sense to me now that you're like, that's my Atta girl list. All right.
I just want to do something different, man. Just want to change it up a little bit.
Reading and comprehension. We're going to go ahead and give them a 3.
Yeah, okay.
Go ahead. Haley Stark.
You're about to shut the fuck up here in a minute. This is what I'm going to tell you why. But Haley, man, like I said, if you guys haven't seen it, this movie is fucking phenomenal. This diabolical fucking little girl with the perfect plan to get pedophiles to kill themselves. Was there not to root for in that movie for her? So yay, you know. And my last honorable mention is May Dove Kennedy. I didn't know her full name until I was doing my research. I just called her May. From May, yes, atta girl. Used, taken advantage of, a little socially awkward. These people knew it, and they just had some kind of weird fascination, fetish with her. And so they got what they wanted. They fucking kicked her to the fucking curb. So she snapped and made her own fucking friend. If you can't relate to that in some way, there's something wrong with you or me.
I just see Ziggy with the condescending eyebrow raise, so I was just curious what that was all about.
That was me drinking tea with my eyebrow.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah, because I want a different route. Okay, Mr. Pamela Voorhees is going to be on this. That's a deep fucking cut. So coming in at number 1, this is where my fuck you, Zach, shut the fuck up. Julia from Hellraiser.
There you go.
Yes.
An amazing
The original villain of the Hellraiser franchise. She was evil as fuck. Just powered by lust, really, in the first Hellraiser movie. You know, she had a thing for fucking Frank, brought me into her fucking den of murder to bring Frank back to life. Fuck my husband and give me fucking Frank's crazy ass. And then they bring her back in 2, and she's just as fucking evil. Like I said, if it wasn't for Julia, you would have no Hellraiser franchise. And let's be honest, once Julia's out of the picture, they drop off pretty fucking quick.
Oh, yeah. True.
So that's why she is my number 1.
An opportunist and just step on anyone, anything to get to where she needs to. Absolutely the worst kind of human being. I don't have this one on my list, and when I saw it on S. Michaels, I was like, oh fuck, that's amazing. That's a great pull.
Well, Colonel was the free thinking one of this group this time around. Then.
Well, when it comes to his top 5, were good. The honorable mentions, I don't know what the fuck that was, but that's all right.
Female villains is number 5. Some people will consider my honorable mentions fucking villains. If you're a preppy jack uppity bitch at that fucking school Carrie went to, Carrie's a fucking villain. She ruined your fucking dance. Like just saying.
Innocent, so I guess some innocence burned in the gym.
Yeah. If you're a fucking pedophile and that little girl comes walking through your fucking house, she's a goddamn villain. She's into your shit. That's why you got my atta girl list.
Atta girl.
But like I said, good and evil, it's all about your perception of reality. It depends on how you're looking at it.
Before Chris Hansen in Dateline, there was Haley Stark.
That's right. She did it better.
Well, that would definitely sell more tickets for sure. Get better ratings if it was her. All right, good list, Colonel. All right, let's hit the comments because this could be fun. BK says Joan Crawford is his entire list.
I wanted to do that.
Yeah, and S. Michael likes your story about the Sarge. Says Pazuzu's pedals. Lorena says Pazuzu's pedals is going to be my next Halloween costume and band name.
Don't say Pazuzu pedals. That sounds like a stripper name, man. Just saying.
Faye says this is the quote girls, you're both pretty list.
Hey, you can't use that against us. What are you doing?
I saw that pop up when I was fucking doing my list. I was like,
That's funny.
Oh, wait.
All right. Alaskans here. Richard, he says, what's up, DCS? My favorite way to start the week. How you doing, man?
Welcome.
Dave says, what about that chick from Teeth?
She
really saw her.
she didn't like go out of her way to snap her vagina on dudes. It was only the ones that were forcing their way in.
That might be a number 4 for Colonel's Attagirl list.
Yeah.
Luke says, Species. Hell yeah. My mom took me to see this in the theaters when it came out. The awkwardness walking around knowing all the nudity I watched. A memory I wish to forget. The second movie is so disgusting on all levels.
Yes, but I will never forget renting Species for the first time. Like, oh, yeah.
How old were you when you saw that the first time?
Fuck. When did it come out? Like 97?
I don't know.
I think.
Something like that, yeah.
Let me go on the. Yeah,
All right.
97. I had been anywhere between 12 and 13.
All right.
I'll say 11 and 13. I'll give me like a 2-year span based on when it came out.
Nice. Alaskan says the Descent is a good one.
That's just because of the ending, yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. That's some vindictive fucking shit there, man.
Luke says Julia was the main villain and she's so gross. Nice mullet.
She did have a nice
Fucking end of the 80s hair, man. It's
with shoulder pads and her fucking jet shirt and shit.
Oh, yeah. S. Michael says, I'm with Luke. Pamela Springsteen was a more entertaining Angela than Felissa, who was creepier for sure. But Sleepaway Camp 2 and 3 are hilarious and twisted, whereas 1 is played mainly for straight slasher scares and shock value. That's a good point.
That's a good point.
That's a good point.
yeah, I'd say they're crafted better. That's even given a lot to those, but
Yeah.
it's fine.
Dave says, or the girl from I Spit on Your Grave.
Yeah.
Again,
but
another Atta-girl.
I think, if you've been fucked with like that, you're justified in
That almost needs to be a list of its own.
right
At
girls
some
like
point.
the turn the tables girls.
Yeah. The Revenge Tales.
Yep.
I guess, man, you can say that. I'm still sticking with my fucking guns. I will die on this hill for my honorable mention. I will die on this fucking hill.
Oh, Lorena says, very nice, Colonel.
She's just nice like that, though. She's
That's
just
true.
like-
Yeah, she says that about everybody.
Yes.
Cheryl and Ron's horror says yes, teeth. Dave says Chris Hansen will be the next subject on Dateline. in a strange twist of fate. Oh yeah, and Joseph. This was another one that bounced around in my original list. Mary Beth from The Faculty. Holy crap, he forgot.
I did see that one pop up on a different list too.
He also says, I actually went to the world premiere of Species and met the cast afterwards. What a beautiful experience that was. I bet it was.
You're just a fascinating dude. You've seen so much, man. It's like it needs to be put in a book. Let's get on this.
Faye says, great list, boys. Yeah, good.
Hey,
Yeah,
thanks.
get that out of the way now before Ziggy does his.
Oh, you fucking cocksuckers. I hate you.
Cheryl and Ron says, the Atta girls are my kind of heroes. I agree. I like a good revenge
They
story.
had to be on the fucking list, man.
It is. I don't know. Not sure it fit this particular list this way,
you
but
you got your fucking box.
You
I thought
explained
outside
it.
of Don't be fucking pissy because I thought outside
I'm
the box.
not. I'm just, we all ventured outside of our landing pads here and there. There've been near misses before, and whatever. It is what it is.
No,
Nice list.
I hit a fucking bullseye.
Nice list, Colonel.
What? All right. I'm not even. All right. Luke says, I Spit on Your Grave, etc. Those are more survival, righteous revenge tales. Absolutely. Hence the Atta girl thing. That's,
Yep.
I kind of like that list.
Because they could
Or
turn
that idea.
toes and die, just end it right there, but they didn't. They came back and they said, "Fuck you guys, you fucked with me, and now you're dead."
S. Michael wants to know, what about the girl from Barbarian? Would that be a villainous or an Atta girl?
Talking about the
Creature,
demon or the fucking mongoloid. Which one we're talking about?
the creature, I
I'm
guess.
thinking the creatures.
Well, in her eyes, she wasn't a fucking villain. Again, back to what I said. It's all about your perception of reality. What's good and what's evil.
Yeah.
Who's the hero? Who's the villain?
She didn't know who she was either, though. That's weird. But she was fucking people up, though. So I don't know, man. That's a tough one.
Yeah, I would lean villain, but I think I would have to watch that again, and just to make a better assessment. Dave says the definition of a villain is a character whose evil actions or motives are important to the plot. So, whoops, I jumped out there. So, teeth and I spit on your grave would work. Yeah.
What do they call
All
that
right.
condition? Like vagidentitis or some shit like that.
I'm
don't
I'm
I'm not looking
know.
it up either. Yeah.
I don't know, and I'm not curious right this moment.
That movie made a lot of waves for as
Oh, yeah, it did.
simple as it
Oh,
is.
yeah.
As Michael says, Boobies McGee, yeah, in Barbarian. And then Lorena says immediately, Boobies McGee, my next Halloween costume.
Yep. I saw that, BK.
BK, Cocaine
Yeah.
Bear was a girl.
That's what I was literally just thinking that. I was like, that could be out there too. But no.
Luke, here we go. Another female villain from Adam Marks' Secret Santa, Penny. She spiked the drink with the truth serum.
Yeah.
That would work.
So let's be honest. The matriarch of the family was a villain from the start. So she
Oh,
would
yeah.
have made the fucking spike punch.
Oh, yeah. And last one I'm going to hit for now.
there.
Lorena says vagina dentata.
Okay.
That sounds like a French dessert.
You said vagina.
All right, Ziggy. The whole world has been waiting patiently for your list. So
Don't
now
make
that you're
me-
ready, hopefully you're ready to disappoint them. And
I am
all right.
totally.
Here we go.
I do have some different ones. I have different people on this list, but honestly, Colonel didn't have one of it's going to appear on both the Crank and Mine lists here at all.
That's
I'm
right.
surprised.
That was my personal favorites.
Yes.
Pamela is not a personal favorite. I thought the other ones were better.
Going to start with number 5, of course, and we'll call it Pearl from Pearl. Mia Goth. She's the new thing. She's it. She's happening, and look at that face. I mean, that ending made that movie go up like 2 points. Just holding that fucking smile for that whole 3 minutes, whatever it was, dude. That was amazing, and it just made me go, I'm a fan. I'm a fucking fan, and I can't wait for Maxine. I know Pearl probably won't be a part of that. Who the fuck knows? Maybe she will. We just don't know.
But Mia will.
Mia will.
And
we love it.
Maxine from X will. So, what the hell has happened to her?
And we gotta know. That's what I'm saying. We gotta tie this bitch up after 2 movies like that. So
Yep.
number 4, the Stephen King, Ann Wilkes, Misery. I mean, come on. That shit is fucked up. And that's kind of where my list came from. It was just crazy scares me, like, deeply. And this one had it. When she found out that Misery was killed, that's when you got that taste, and it was just like, holy fuck, this chick is out of her goddamn gourd. And it only goes downhill from there, and it's amazing. If she never did anything else, it was the best one she'll ever do. I don't know, in my opinion. That shit was nightmare inducing. Number 3. Here it is. Now, I can't believe this didn't come up, because this one, again, man, crazy fucking scares me. And Alex Forrest from Fatal Attraction, Glenn Close, did it. And when she has got the wife kind of pinned in there with the knife, and she's like, "You're so selfish," and she's kind of jabbing the knife at her. That shit always fucked with me, man.
Dude, her
So
in
much.
monologue. But
There's
her
so
in
much.
monologue when she's jamming the knife into her own leg and shit. And Jesus Christ. I mean,
Had a butterfly, the fucking clicking the lamp off, this fucking batshit crazy at its finest, and I'm stunned that it didn't make either one of your.
No, hey, I'll give you. That's a great pull. That is a great pull. It would not be in my top 5, but it might make it into a top 10 to 12 of my list. But
10 to 12. Okay, that's fine.
so
Number 2, and I had to debate on this a little bit, and it almost was number 1,
really,
but not yet. need to see it a few more times, I think, to really, really get this character. Rose the Hat from Dr. Sleep.
That intrigues me, though, that you say that.
Rebecca Ferguson. We haven't had a female villain like this. I don't really know, man. Like this, maybe ever.
I have a couple of sub-questions after we're done with the list that I
Fine.
want to get into, and it involves, she's part of it.
And just, this is, she's the sweetest sugar on the surface, man. But to get what she wants, she'll go to the depths of debauchery and just horror to get it. And it's disturbing to watch. And she nails it. We got to get into that too. Dr. Sleep or The Shining, which is better?
You're the tiebreaker.
Maybe that's what we should do this weekend in Cincinnati. You just watch back-to-back The Shining and Dr.
I'm
Sleep.
down. We can record it and kind of.
We don't have fucking time.
We're doing it.
It's a long
There's
fucking
always time.
Colonel's like, I am not going to be awake for 36 straight hours.
Colonel, they make these things called mini tabs. You just take
No, I'm
pop a
good.
couple of those and you're good to go, man.
I'm good.
They make this shit called cocaine, Colonel. It'll do wonders for your sleep habits.
He says
Many
that, but I'm
tabs is
still
code
fucking pen and make myself go to sleep. Like, fuck you.
Honorable mentions here. I have 3 as well. My first one, not really surprised I didn't see this on either one of your lists, but I always liked it, and being a radio guy, I could relate.
Yeah.
Evelyn from Play Misty for Me, Clint Eastwood, 1972. A stalker stalking a DJ and crosses the boundaries. It's a simple kind of stalky story, man, but it stood out to me. It always stood out to me. And just honorable mention. And then here's the other one that I think will surprise some people as honorable mention, but I'm not the only one who honorable mentioned her. Pamela Voorhees from Friday the 13th. A pioneer, one of the cornerstones, absolutely. But the 5 above her impacted me in different ways, in heavier ways, I think. That's why I went like that. And finally, Vera Ellen, Baby, Firefly, House of 1,000 Corpses, Devil's Rejects, Free from Hell. Sherry Moon Zombie. Again, crazy scares me, and she's better at it in House of 1,000 Corpses and better at it in
hold on.
Devil's Rejects. What? Oh, there you go. I see down there doing it. I can't see. I got the list over Colonel's face. Sorry, buddy.
Sorry.
But yeah, man. So I figured she's good, just that because that's the kind of crazy I would probably fall for, as well, because it's hidden so well.
Is it?
Isn't that?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. She's
No.
That's what I'm saying. So
Okay.
I think she'll let her crazy be known from the fucking start.
yeah, but sometimes that's
There's that flirty crazy, though.
it's a bit of a turn on. That's what I'm getting at.
No, I agree. Let's say that.
And
flirty
finally,
crazy.
number 1. I have to completely concur with Crank. Margaret White, Carrie White's mother from Carrie. And I put a little clip of the scene that gets me every time. Hopefully we don't get thrown off the air, but it's quick. Here we go.
Didn't we agree not to do that anymore?
I didn't know that was happening.
I threw it in. I just wanted to point. It's still my hair is standing up on my arm right now, man. Just the sign of the cross with the fucking knife. That's the killer, man.
See, now if you guys go to our web store, you can get the DCS flesh
No, you can't.
and do that before you.
No, you
What?
can't.
A DCS fleshlight?
Yeah.
No,
I don't think that's a fucking
no.
reality. Has
No.
Canada Day written all over it.
Modeled after your favorite final girl?
No.
No?
He
Stop.
said, all right.
Stop. Stop.
But, Carrie White's mom, is scary, and she's crazy. She's got it all for that stuff. And she's very religious, which is like the trifecta of fucking stay out of their way. They'll kill you. I don't want a fleshlight with her either. So yeah, no Piper Laurie fleshlights, please. That's my list.
All right, good list, Iggy.
See, we picked up 2 viewers since all this went down. So
Yeah, exactly. They're like, tell me more about what's on your web store.
fleshlight. That's the buzzword.
See, I was trying not to say that. That's why I left it at what's on your web store. All right, that was a good list. You did get a thumbs up for Baby Firefly, though. I would think if it was a list of 10, I would have put her on there. I debated putting her on there.
Well,
Who? Firefly?
Baby Firefly.
No.
had
But
I remembered,
It's not as iconic. It just.
had I remembered Hellraiser, then everybody would have moved down. You know what I'm saying? Probably from 3 down. You know, I think she'd have came in right behind Rose for me. So punch everyone down 1. It's cool. I mean, I say there was an interesting research on this, man. It was absolutely fucking fascinating doing it. And I again, when I came up with my list, I felt great. I was like, that's perfect. I love it. And it wasn't perfect, but
Yeah.
as we've come to find.
All right, let's look at the comments here. Rosie says, Ziggy is a Scarface fan. I'm loving your shirt. She also mentions What Keeps You Alive has a good female villain. Don't know if I've seen that one, so I'll have to look for that. S. Michael, damn it, says, I was tempted to say Bruce from Jaws, as he was female in the novel, but I don't want to misgender any fish.
They called him Bruce. Yeah, they called him Bruce. No,
They called the mechanical shark Bruce,
I know.
but I don't know. There's an I think that's splitting hairs on that one. As Michael mentions, I really enjoyed the Woman in Black, the Ghost Woman from Haunt, and the Nun, but they didn't quite make the cut for me. I'm surprised Reagan from The Exorcist hasn't been on more lists, but I guess she's as much a victim as she is a villain, maybe more. See,
Probably the victim.
Yeah.
I can't say she's a villain. She's possessed by a demon. The
Not
demon.
her fault.
and I don't know what Pazuzu is. Is Pazuzu male or female? A male or
Well,
woman?
I think they're
Played by a
genderless.
female.
They're genderless. Even though the statue had a fucking
So
hunker on it.
that is why Reagan / Pazuzu did not make my list. Because
I guess that's why Pinhead didn't make the list either, because you can argue that is not assigned to anything. Now it's nothing. It's just
Right.
neither or.
well, the new one at least.
Yeah. Well, even in the original book. Yeah.
Yeah, but the movie doesn't necessarily go that route.
No.
Lorena says, Alex Forrest was driven to it. I'm not going to be ignored, Dan. Glenn Close was badass in that movie, too. I may have to watch that again soon. I haven't seen that. Luke says, this list from everyone is telling me I need to watch Dr. Sleep. Yeah. We've been telling you that for like 3 years.
Yeah, man. That's
Dude, like I'm telling you, I can't
Must see.
see The Shining, but definitely watch Dr. Sleep. Like, it's a good fucking movie.
a great sequel. A 40-year later sequel. That's pretty fucking.
It's almost
Intriguing.
as good as Ghostbusters Afterlife. Not really. This is by far a better movie than Ghostbusters.
Yeah, it's by far better than Afterlife.
I was surprised at how amazing that was.
I think FaZe is in on the double feature Shining, Dr. Sleep. He says that would be badass. We can make time for that.
Yeah, you three can make time for that. Go to the fucking hotel room. Get Airbnb. I ain't doing that shit.
The fuck out.
I'll get some sleep. I'll be calling Dr. Sleep. Fuck this.
BK says, who are you guys kidding? You can't afford cocaine. Speak for yourself, motherfucker.
I can't.
No.
I don't know what's going on here.
They call him the karaoke man, but
You spell karaoke with a C.
right. It's karaoke.
It's karaoke. Excuse me. All right. Luke says, that's a great movie. I don't know which one he's talking about.
Which
Maybe Play Misty for Me? Maybe?
Yeah, I think we're
Oh, yep. Okay, next comment. Yeah, he says, my dad introduced me to Play Misty for Me. Great movie.
I'm saying you don't really expect that. That's like 1972 and shit. And
Shit, I almost did it. Vizzy's Pizza Palace says, what's up?
what
Hey.
up, Biz? There he is. Good pizza. You can get it anywhere in the world. Well, anywhere in the United States.
Oh, are you doing the shipping
We're doing
now?
it. It's online. You can get them sent to you. They
Why don't
send
you
like
just-
2 or
hey,
3.
Bring one.
Yeah, package up one and bring it to Cincy.
Done and done.
That's what we eat Friday night, man. We'll fucking tell motherfuckers.
We'll
over
do the
when we get back.
Visinator, man.
Bring
Hear that,
me a
Biz?
Visinator.
We need one extra special Visinator for Cincinnati next week. Large.
Get on
size.
that. I'm glad he commented now.
Yep, that's cool. He let me take the night off yesterday to play poker. So I mean, good boss.
Yeah, see how that worked out for you.
Man, you should just went to work.
You'd be
It's
being
true, I mean-
positive if you had gone to work.
It sucks, dude. When I was sitting there, where I was too, I was just like, man, money's right there. Just gotta not do anything stupid. And I don't think I did.
Queens,
See,
Yeah.
see if you just went to work, you still have a whole box of matches, man. You'd be all right.
pocket queens.
I was shocked that. I mean, this is again, it's $100 a pop.
Okay,
you
are
know?
we doing this again?
They're saying, man, and the fucking guys were throwing. They'd fucking boom, boom. They were out again, out again, out again.
That's how they do it in the rebuy tournaments. You know this.
They wanted that ring, baby. One ring to rule them all.
I was just like, I have to see this through on $1.50 because that'll be so epic to win any kind of money for $1.50.
For a
Not
buck
that-
50, that
Yeah.
would be awesome.
Oh well, maybe next.
All right, I got to get to this one. S. Michael says, y'all be dissing on Samara. I don't get it. Like it or not, the ring changed horror cinema for the next 7 to 10 years, and she deserves props for that alone. There was, arguably, no monster ghost that effective on the big screen for many years prior.
My question is, did it change horror cinema for the better for the next 7 to 10 years? I don't think it did.
That's where I was going because there was a whole lot of shit that came out after that. Grudge copied it, tried to copy it. You know, then it was like, okay, anything out of Japan, we're just gonna slap them with baby powder and give them black eyes, and here you go. I mean, did
S.
you get rid of
Michael-
my witch?
S. Michael, let's talk about this over some rum and karaoke next Thursday. If you know what I mean.
This one was pretty scary, I think. That one was good.
There you go. No, I get your point, S&M. My thing is, I just don't like those movies. I need to go back and watch some of the original Japanese versions because
yeah.
I got pissed. I got irritated by the Americanized versions, and some. I don't know if I've ever gone back and watched some of the original ones.
See,
because the American versions
listen,
pissed me off so much.
They always lost in translation with those American copies. The atmosphere, and that's Michael. You fucking can't tell me I'm wrong here. Is non-existent compared to those original films.
No.
That did that. The atmosphere is not there.
Oh shit! Look what you did, Ziggy.
What did I
Hold on, I got to jump ahead here for a second. Damn, I didn't realize I had to jump that far ahead. Kiara says, "Damn you, Zag! That witch scares me so much."
That movie is a big trip.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get a chance to do it this week, but I will go back and watch The Ring and The Grudge and eat some of the original Japanese ones again over the
I
next
got
month
it.
or
We'll
so.
get the Colonels. We'll watch all 3 of them.
We'll watch them all at the
We'll
Colonels.
watch the Japanese ones, then we'll watch the American ones back to back to back to back. Colonel?
All right, you know what? You guys want to do that? You got my fucking living room. There's a Blu-ray player in there. By all means, go ahead. I'll just go to my fucking room.
Okay, moving on here. Cheryl and Ron says, "Stir by the Werewolf Queen from The Howling 2, because hairy boobs are terrifying."
They are. I scare myself every day. I look in the mirror and I keep my shirt off.
Good call. Good call.
I guess Jerry Dandridge's sister in Fright Night 2 could be also brought up in that same breath.
Good God.
In that same breast. I mean, breath.
Oh, Lord. Here we go. All right, moving on. Rosie says, got to mention High Tension without giving too much away.
Yes.
It came
good.
up. Somebody mentioned that on one of their lists.
I think, yeah, it's a good point.
Well, that's a
dang
bloodbath, too, man.
Phase. What is Phase talking about here? I'm not sure.
Food.
She's very close 6 for me. I was very strongly considering her. Did I hit your list, Phase?
I don't know if he had a list. He might have. I don't remember seeing it.
No, I didn't. My bad, man. I remember
really?
seeing it.
Okay.
Yep, here it is. Phase has Annie Wilkes, more from the book than the movie. Number 4, Pearl. Number 3, Pamela Voorhees. Number 2, Margaret White. And number 1, Alien Queen. That's right.
What was Alien Queen? See, this could lead to another argument. Is Alien Queen really a movie or movie villain? She's just a fucking creature doing her fucking thing.
In the context,
That was for Phase. That was for Phase.
in the context of the movie, for me,
Yeah,
he's a
context of the
villain.
movie, she's the villain. Yes, but amongst the things is the fucking button doing fucking thing.
See, that's one of my sub questions I wanted to ask, but there's so many comments here that I need to rattle through. But I'll hit you with this. Such as the Alien Queen, just doing her thing, as you put it, and doing what she needs to do to survive. Is she really a villain? Also, in the same way, you could almost consider that Rose the Hat is the same way, because she needs that steam to survive.
And say she could suck the soul out of me. Now I'll be serious.
That was
No,
mostly for
I
the
get what
look.
you're saying, and that's why I can't argue with the Alien Queen, Rose the Hat. And why I couldn't argue with people if they say put Carrie on their list as a villain. Not. But some people she could be, and I can't argue that fact. It's all about perception, man. That's what you
Yeah,
saying.
the family of the teacher that was standing up for her, they could totally look at Carrie as the villain.
Mhm.
So you have a shaky yet piece of ground you're standing on that I can't argue too strongly. So.
I mean, people like Annie Wilkes and Pamela are broken. They've just snapped. So that's a different kind of system. And you can even include Alex Forrest from Fatal Attraction in that list.
And Julia from Hellraiser. Because I forgot her.
No, I don't know where Julia would fit. I think Julia would
still
fit
think
more just pure evil. I don't think she snapped.
I think she did because she lived a good life. And
She
it was
went with
her,
it.
Her horniness snapped.
That's even
With
worse.
all
That's
that shit. And then she just went head first into it, man.
what I'm saying. She willingly went along with it. That's
Yeah.
worse. She's even worse than the.
I know. We said she's powered by fucking lust, dude. She's controlled by lust. That's all that shit was. Fucking, just saying.
But okay, in that same respect, is there any kind of sympathy for Margaret White, who clearly was raised with the power of Jesus compelling her?
Well, she should, because she's. There's some people that are raised a certain way and strive to do better. And there's some people that do the same shit, good or bad, based on how they were raised. That's how I raised as I'm gonna raise my fucking kids. The same thing. So you could have that sympathy because you came from a broken thing. We don't get the backstory, but I'm sure she came from a broken fucking home. Even if the family's there, it's a fucked up household, man.
She tells the story when the dude got drunk and banged her, you know.
Mhm.
But when you come to the conclusion that, well, the only way to save her is to kill her, you know what I'm saying? That's you washed away any chance of being a victim here. That's regardless of what got you there. You know what I mean? You were trying to preach the right word. You were living it right. Now, granted, it didn't imprint onto your daughter, but fuck that, man. Your conclusion was she's not gonna follow me and clearly can stop me anytime she wants, so she's got to go. So I mean that's defective and crazy and just absolutely heartless, man. That's fucking ruthless. Number
Okay.
one.
All right. There we go. There's I was looking because I saw the comments just going nuts, but I couldn't get to any of them at the moment. I'll come back to some that I missed. I'll try to at least. Faye says, I accept that argument, Colonel. They're technically villains for the movie, but they are just survivors in the end. That is a part of why I like them so much. Oh, excuse me. S. Michael says, nature is a heartless bitch. She seems like a villain, but humanity, and I guess demons, are more in line with classic villainy. That's a good point. S. Michael says, female antagonist may be a better label.
Okay.
Yeah?
Can't say that's wrong either.
Right. Faye says, that and one single alien would decimate each and every one of these women we've listed. Yeah.
I'll put my money on Carrie.
Carrie's a possible exception, but
What about
probably some demonic technicalities may apply. The alien has never faced demons. Okay. BK says, I'd like to add Large Marge to my honorable mention list. Oh, God. Ariel. You young soul, you. She says, no one mentioned Megan?
No.
No.
It's valid, but yeah.
It is a valid name. I couldn't argue Megan on anybody's list.
Megan qualifies, but
Megan does qualify.
Yeah.
And S. Michael says, nah, fuck Margaret White. She chose to abuse her own child in the name of Jesus, but she was a goddamn hypocrite, and I liked it.
and I liked it. I smelled the whiskey on his breath.
When you get a chance, though, Joseph made a great comment.
I saw it.
Something I want to comment on. Cause
Okay, I'll go right to that one. Give me a second. I think I know which one you're talking about. That one?
Yes.
The evil one that started it all, Wicked Witch of the West. A lot of people write her off, but everyone forgets as little kids we were scared out of our little minds of her.
Yes, yes, we were. And I almost put I can't remember the character's name right now, but the head witch from Witches on my list. Because as a little kid, she was fucking terrifying. Like, I almost literally did put her on my list. But I was like, I'm going to go more adult. But I agree with Joseph completely, too. Like,
She's nasty in that movie, but I mean, in my criteria, Wizard of Oz isn't a thriller. It isn't a horror movie. I mean.
but he's not saying that, though.
Yes, I know, but that's why. But I'm giving it to him. I'm saying yes, she's the worst. She would absolutely stand with any one of those horrible people.
Yeah, she could fit on this list easy.
Even as the teacher, or as Mrs. whatever her fucking name is before she's the witch. She's pretty nasty.
She was nastier in human form than she was as the witch, man.
Yeah.
Well,
Back
I mean,
down and get a kill. Like, what the fuck?
I mean, a lot of us may not remember, or some of our viewers may not remember this or know this, but they did a special with the actress that did the Wicked Witch of the West in The Wizard of Oz on Sesame Street as the Wicked Witch.
It's too scary.
And it was too scary to air. They aired it once and it freaked out all the kids out, so they never showed it again. So, I remember that a long fucking time ago. That was insane. Okay, moving back up to some of the just general questions. Luke says, have any of you met a real-life crazy like Anne or Alex Forrest? I got chased out of someone's apartment with a knife when I was 22. I did the 100-yard dash and jumped onto a city bus. Never saw them again. Luke, you lead an interesting life.
You need to write a book too.
Yeah, I'll let Colonel start with this. Colonel, where's your story on this?
I can honestly say I've never been chased with a fucking knife or anything. Like, I've met some crazy, but not like fear for my life crazy. So I guess I can say I've been lucky in that aspect. I don't have a good story to go along with that because I never feared for my fucking life.
All right. Ziggy?
I know Zach has one. He has.
I no comment. I can't.
I can't necessarily go into many details, and mine are not necessarily extreme violence like that. Mine are more psychological gaslighting kind of situations that I've had to deal with. I will say this: for several years, I was pretty convinced that even several years ago, 10 years ago, that I had early onset dementia / Alzheimer's, because I was convinced that I was forgetting things that a certain someone was telling me had been discussed, and out of love and idiocy, I fell for it. So, but yeah, there's more to that story. And Luke's, when you're down here chasing tornadoes, maybe we can sit down, have a beer, and we'll swap some war stories.
In this house.
You run.
I almost deleted that one today.
No, that one's
I
good.
wish you had.
All right. Lorena says, Ziggy, B+ for the list. A+++ for the shirt. D- for the fleshlight.
Which one? For the Piper Laurie?
She's giving you the D for the fleshlight, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Just making sure.
Rim shot, I got it. You got it. Thank you.
Uh-huh. S. Michaels, I doubt that's what she meant, but that's where I went.
Just, you know what I mean? It's just simpatico, man.
S. Michael says, Stephen King has some really great villainesses. Mrs. Carmody from The Mist is another kooky religious nut, and who could forget the incest is best mom from Sleepwalkers? Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, fuck. What about the mom and Flowers in the Attic?
Yeah.
Remember her? Flowers in the Attic? The mother abandons her fucking kids and then starts feeding them poisoned cookies and shit. That's fucked up. DC Andrews is fucked up.
Faye says, Visinator Friday night.
Visinator, finally.
Yep. But he also says we got to stop at Skyline too sometime. Goddamn right.
I know these guys are feasting for some.
Hey, Faze, get into town early on Friday, as early as you can, and we'll go for lunch before we go to the con. Uh-oh. Did my...
I'll be there about 1:30.
Dude, we're going to get to the con early and bring a fucking umbrella.
I don't have an
pouring
umbrella.
down rain all day Friday.
I do not have an umbrella, so...
Well, bring a poncho. Stop by the dollar store.
We got to map out Friday, too, the what's what.
I sent you the list.
Yes.
Or the lineup.
I didn't even look at it.
Faye says, I considered Reagan, but I Googled Pazuzu, and they say it's a Demon King. So he said male. And as Michael said, Pazuzu is definitely a dude unless the dominating feature of his statue is a strap-on. Fair enough. I'll let you guys Google up the Pazuzu statue. Oh, there we go. Gory Tiger is here finally. About time. So him and Rosie are catching up in the comments. That's good. That's good, actually, because that means you guys can talk amongst yourselves, and I can skip some of those.
Yep.
As Michael says, Jaws isn't less of a movie just because of Piranha and Grizzly, but yes, karaoke, and that's not exactly how I was spelling it, but I get what you're going with. Karaoke and a rum and coke will help. We'll talk about that, bud. I'll hit you up. More Gory and Rosie. Okay, and Faze was referring to Samara there. Okay. Cheryl and Ron say Regina Dandridge is a good one. How about Lola From the loved ones. That's a good one.
That is a good one.
Shit.
Fuck, I know. I'm like,
I could. I don't know if that. I don't know if that would breach my honorable mentions. Honestly, it'd be close.
see,
What
we should
about
just get one in
Cheryl?
the Top 10 without the honorable mentions.
What about Cheryl, Shelley, and Linda from Evil Dead? Victims?
Oh, I don't. But 2 of the 3, my understanding, are going to be at Whorehound.
Really?
I have to double check, but I believe so.
Have they not? Have they announced that?
I've seen a screenshot in a Whorehound group that's like sponsored by Whorehound. I haven't checked the website yet, though. To confirm.
They've been saying there's a couple of more announcements coming, so
Cheryl Rons also says Mary Lou Prom Night 2.
that's pretty good.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
We hit that one, hit that one, hit that one, hit that one, hit that one. All right. Now this was the one I considered as well.
I thought about her a lot.
Yeah, Rosie says Virginia from Happy Birthday to Me, one of the first female slashers. Yeah, I thought about it, but passed on it. Faye says, nah, not Annabelle neither. We can leave Chucky's wife way the hell out of this. No Tiffany?
You'd be surprised how many people I've seen put Tiffany on a list.
I could see
to others. I was like, oh, this is how
I could see Tiffany making it. Joseph says, Colonel, I totally agree with you about the Grand Witch and Witches. Goes on to say, Margaret Hamilton regretted doing the part because of the on Sesame Street because she traumatized so many little kids. She said that over and over in interviews. Yes. Jesus, man.
They made a scary ass witch.
Okay. Yeah, I'll show it. I'm not reading it all. Joseph Scott, you're fucking A right. That scared the bejesus out of me for years, but if we're going non-horror, Nurse Ratched may edge her out slightly.
Holy shit, that's good. That might be the best, deepest, coolest cut of the night, Joseph.
I thought, well, no, that was S. Michael, wasn't it?
That's wasn't it?
I thought,
Yeah.
oh, I'm sorry. S. Michael?
Yeah. He was responding to
Nurse Ratched.
Joseph.
Holy damn.
I thought about Ratchet, but
I never did.
Lorena says Margaret Hamilton redeemed herself on the Paul Lynde Halloween special.
That's the deep fucking pull too, man.
Yeah. Luke says I got a book full of stories. I've met some psychos. MySpace was evil back in the mid 2000s.
Yes, it was.
No comment.
Right. That's Michael. I got stabbed in the palm with a Phillips head screwdriver, but I reckon I had it coming. Hell hath no fury like a righteously indignant bitch with Puerto Rican heritage. Fair enough.
I will say I took a full punt once. Straight
Punt?
To punt, like a full swing punt.
Straight to the nards?
Straight to the family jewels, man.
That's why I wear a cup 24/7.
Oh, dude.
Zigzag's got nards.
Not now.
Dave says,
Well,
I
that was
got
before.
chased.
I got chased with a pitchfork one time by 6 wannabe gangbangers. So fucking scary. Yeah, that's anytime weapons are involved, brother. That's
Especially a pitchfork. I've been like, what the fuck?
hid in the bush for 2 hours. What the fuck did they want?
Jesus.
Sure do got a pretty mouth.
Did this have something to do with a woman, Dave? Because that's kind of what we're talking about.
Yeah. Sounds like a lynch.
That had to
Fuck.
I just wish you said he got chased by 6 wannabe gangbangers with a hockey stick. That would have been the most Canadian thing I ever heard in my life. I would have been so proud.
Pitchfork will fuck you up, man.
I know.
Faye says, I would suggest that only one of you handle the sound effects, but those little moments are great. Rim shot, you or me? But okay, you. Faye says, delivery driving puts me in some situations sometimes with crazy folks, but I always have a car close by to escape too easily. No, yeah.
One time back in 1991, I delivered some pizza, and I got loaned to the neighborhood franchise that is in a much shadier area. And I had to once I was there and I took a couple, I was like, fuck. If I get through this tonight, I'm never, ever coming back here again because it was just crazy, dude. Gunshots everywhere and everything, just delivering pizza.
Mm-hmm.
I go to this house down this dark street where the lights are all shot out and everything. And I see the house, dude. It's just, there's 30, 40 gangsters just hanging out on cars on the porch. And I'm got to go to the house right next to it. And I fucking get up there. She opens the door just wide enough where I had to angle the pizza in on an angle, threw the money out, shut the door, shut the fucking light off, dude. It was the scariest shit of all time, man. So I jump back in the car and I can hear them. They're starting to like cat call and shit, dude. I was just like backed up, got the fuck out of there, and just went back to the store and said, "Done. I'm not going over there no more."
She said to you what your shirt says. She was like,
Yes.
"Fuck you, you fucking fuck."
She's just like you're a white boy. What are you doing here? You know, and that's what it was. You know, I mean, it was crazy, man. It was absolutely crazy. You know, I understand why they needed help all the time over there. You know, I mean,
that has to be it.
It's crazy.
Crazy. Well, that's what you get for delivering pizzas in the murder mitten.
This was, 30 years ago, man. But fuck, still.
Yeah. Rachel liked Colonel's weather report. It means that Crank's going to get moist this weekend. Yes.
Just not only outside.
That?
Yeah, man.
I think I read that one, didn't I? Yeah. S. Michael says, nobody mentioned the Blair Witch. Might have helped if they'd shown her just a tad more. What about Sweet Henrietta?
Yeah,
she definitely makes a great game board piece.
She definitely does make a great game board piece, but as a top 5 horror villain, no.
No.
Or even antagonist, I'll say no. It's just
Maybe
enough.
25.
It's like a boss deadite. I can't give her that. Plus, it's fucking Ted in the suit. So, just knowing that, it's kind of like it brings her down a little bit.
Maybe a top 25. Joseph says, Joan Bennett from Suspiria.
Almost made my list.
That's definitely a number 6 for sure.
Yep. Faye says, I Googled female horror villains and Tiffany came up a lot. Like, really? The shitty bride of Chucky? Everyone loves Chucky as a single childless being. Yeah.
Tiffany has a hell of a following too. I can't.
It's shocking.
I can't knock it.
No. Luke says, a pitchfork? A gun, I understand. Was this in Amishville?
Now, see, he said 6 people. I wouldn't fuck with 6 people with one pitchfork either, because 5 of them hold you down and one can do some damage. If it's just one dude with a pitchfork, I'd probably be a little more willing. I would at least think fight instead of flight. Like, whoa! With 6 of them, I get Canada Dave. I would fucking took off.
I got to drive through a little bit of, or not, pretty close to a little Amish village in Missouri to get to you guys this weekend. So, pretty funny.
Wow.
Because sometimes, no, well, I mean, sometimes they're a little bit away from this little hub on the interstate, basically. And but I see them almost every time I'm there, like in groups, just going somewhere, riding their carriages down the road somewhere off to the side and stuff. It's weird.
It's the Amish Mafia.
Maybe they're out collecting. Rosie wants to know: do movies like Hand That Rocked the Cradle count? Absolutely.
Yeah, somebody mentioned.
Yeah, Joseph mentioned that earlier.
I had to keep rewinding it to watch her die again and again and again.
Luke says the murder mitten. I've never heard of that.
Oh yeah.
But Lorena says Wisconsin is the real murder mitten. I thought it was Detroit or
Didn't
Michigan.
we get into this
Michigan is
argument
a
about
murder
something,
myth.
and they were trying to claim our other name too. Michigan.
I don't know.
Here's what you do. You just
Gives a
trade
fuck.
them the peninsula, the upper peninsula. All right, that's part of Wisconsin. We get the nickname of Murder Myth. It's all about compromise.
You can have the UP.
Luke says it's an Amish paradise. That yeah,
Murder Myth?
not so much. Jay says the pitchfork gives you reach. That's it. It's personal, like murdering should be, up close. Plus, bodies get stuck on it. Damn, Jay.
It's true though.
Like
Spoken-
he knows.
Spoken with some experience behind it or some shit.
The fuck did you stick with a pitchfork, man? Jesus.
Hello, FBI? FBI? Need to report an IP address, please?
Yeah, hold on a second.
You just made the list!
Thanks, Jay. We appreciate it. Okay. BK says Detroit and Flint go back and forth for murder capital.
So here's how stupid I fucking am. All right. So one time I went to Detroit.
Uh-oh.
My
Oh, that
dog-
is stupid.
Yeah. No, downtown Detroit's fucking beautiful. Once you get beyond that, it looks like a fucking war zone. Just all the houses are boarded up and everything. It was a fucking shit. My dumbass is actually about to drive to fucking Flint, Michigan, just to check it out. I was going to drive to Flint. Dayton family. I like Dayton family, the rap group. I want to go to fucking Flint, Michigan, man. Dayton Avenue. I was like, I want to go check it out. And I'm like, Tuesday, I'm like, I probably shouldn't.
It's like anywhere else, man. It's, there's couple nice parts, and then there's some fucked up parts, and don't drink the water.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just know I'll never go back to Harpo's. That was God, I hate that fucking venue with a passion.
No. The guy, a reputable guy around here, the guy that actually had the original Blondies that had all the epic shows in the early 80s through the 90s into the 2000s, that fucking guy bought Harpo's. And he fixed it up, put a bunch of money into it.
Not even that.
It's in the
Me,
fucking horrible place. I get it, but
Well, to me, it wasn't. It was more the fucking 10-foot tall block of fucking concrete that called the stage. I was like, this is fucking stupid. I'm on the floor trying to fucking monitor shit, and I'm having to go like this to see what's going on. It's like,
nah, you want to grab them tables right on that rail.
oh, dude, they were
Right
taking
there.
long before I got in
Yeah.
the venue, man.
All right, we got to wrap this up.
Yes, we.
Kiara says, oh, nope. Kiara says, feeling sleepy, so I'm going to head out. Good night, Kiara.
Good night, Kara. We miss you. Come back when you can.
Yeah. As Michael says, I take it all back. Matilda May in Life Force is the greatest villainess of all time. Hands up and down. Thank you, Toby Hooper.
God damn, that's a good one too, man.
That's a deep pull. Lorraine says Ed Gein and Jeffrey Dahmer plus the UP makes Michigan one fucked up mitten.
It's fucked up, man. There's people. Plus, we had the Unabomber, and
Faye says Zach and I have had this debate. Both states teach their kids that their own state is the mitten or the murder mitten. I blame the schools.
but
I
when we
just think
looked
it's
it up
bad
on
that-
Google,
That said, that's a fucking argument to be had.
well, when we Googled it, it came up Michigan as the mitten state.
Well, I've always called Michigan the murder mitten. So I've always heard it as
That's
the
how
murder
I
mitten.
always
I never
thought
heard
of it.
about Wisconsin being. Now Wisconsin, I'd call probably the serial killer capital of the world.
We always it was like cheese. It's like around here it's cheese. That's how we know Wisconsin, cheese, and the
Cheese and beer.
and Packers. Yeah,
BK says he got thrown off that stage you were just talking about.
I've done flips off that stage.
Well, it's high enough you can. Jesus
Yeah.
fucking Christ!
Yeah,
I want to
no
see
doubt.
the show.
But shit, they used to put they put like like the tacking down like they do on carpets, the edge of carpets, but they'd flip it up so the nails were up. So you had to like
Jesus.
break those off so you could get your hand on the foam so you could pull yourself up.
All right. Couple more comments and we got to wrap this up. Joseph says the ghost in Ghost Story. How did we miss her?
We did
She
it.
is somewhere in my top 5.
I thought about that too, but then man, I came up with so many ones that were more worthy in my opinion. Although I do love that one, she's great.
All right. And then Rosie says, the species alien. Yes,
Number 5
Nastasia
on my list.
Henstridge.
Colonel had it.
Colonel had it on his list. All right, gang, thanks for watching.
Wow.
This
That
has been
went
a
by
fun.
fast.
This has been a
That
fun,
did go by fast.
pretty fun topic. Next week, I'm going to be on the road, so hopefully my internet holds up. If not, I may have to send these guys some of my questions if I get cut off. But we're going to have Aaron Martin and Ian Carpenter, the creator and executive producers of the upcoming Slasher, coming back to Shudder. Catch up. You can watch the first 3 seasons on Netflix and the 4th season on Shudder. And every season is different, so you don't have to watch those. But get ready for an all-new season, April 6th. We're going to have them on the show next Monday to talk, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it. And then, of course, follow us all weekend from Horror Hound in Cincinnati. That's where we're going to be. Ziggy, send them out.
Oh my God. I don't even know anymore. It's crazy. You guys, you've blown me away with some of these polls. It's like a whole other list.
We could redo a whole new list, Lau.
And here we are heading to Horror Hound again. It's who knows what shenanigans lies ahead. Probably some poker. Maybe some viewings of Shining and Doctor Sleep. We'll see.
If you're gonna make me do that, I'm not playing fucking poker. Fuck you.
We watch it while we play poker.
Right, it'll be on in the background.
Yeah. You know it's going to be me and FaZe watching that fucking movie because you guys are going to play for fucking hours. Me and
Then
FaZe
it-
are always on. We never
Then
make
it times out. Well, we need to get a timer for the blinds because that will make that game move a hell of a lot faster.
You do 5-minute blinds, it goes really
You
quick.
fucking know,
Not
man.
five. That's
I
not.
got a perfectly good BTS deck of Uno cards we could play.
Anyway, continue, Ziggy.
Where was I? Anyway, yeah, we're heading to Horror Hound. We're going to have some fun. Boys are back together. We'll do something, probably record it. We'll do that normal, unannounced, surprise, live broadcast, doing something, either poker or the board game or something. We'll be there. It'll be fun, and I'm sure we'll be slightly impaired as usual. So you never know. But until then, we love you. Thanks for joining us. This is fucking fun, man. This is what it's all about. Last 2 fucking weeks have been strong with the conversation, and it's all on you guys. You're the best. Hopefully we'll see you again next week.
Colonel.
Oh yeah, it's fun night tonight. I have to start off here with Rosie. She said, "Sorry, Colonel, been in and out." That's fine. You can be in and out. Like I was just letting you know, she did make one list. Still from Species, but no, this is a lot of fun. And wow, it's gonna be a real sausage fest in this house in 4 fucking days. It's gonna be interesting. No, I'm looking forward to it. Keep an eye on all of our social media. We'll have plenty of stuff coming at you from Horror Hound Weekend. I'm looking forward to it, unless we watch Dr. Sleep in The Shining. Screw you guys, I'm going to bed because I'll already be home. And so just remember, guys, we're going to be close the house, so you better make sure you're washing your dicks and not getting sick before Friday. And like I said, I'm not even going to say the other one for tonight. So I was talking about, don't forget to get the fleshlight off for our web store. One of a kind. We only have one in production.
Colonel's only used it once.
Hey, quality test, man.
Stop.
Gotta make sure it works.
God damn it.
Wrong,
Again.
sir. Wrong.
One more thing before I forget. Again, Luke, keep up the good work, buddy. Clap. Keep doing that. Eat all the food you want.
Oh, yes.
Earlier.
Yes. And I don't know if he was watching tonight, but happy anniversary to Charles Sherrod and his wife.
Yeah.
I hope you're not watching tonight because their anniversary.
Well, last night was their anniversary. So.
I put it on him from the DCS, so we covered.
All right. Thanks for watching, guys. One last time, I also want to thank our members, our final girls and guys, Chris, Lorena, Christy, Luke, Tanya, and Tyrone. And then our crazy Ralph Raymond, see you in a few days. Our camp counselors, S. Michael, see you in a few days. Stacy Lynn, Orlando, Kiara, Dave, and I can't say the other. I got to say JJ Varnell. I just got to go with that because I can't say Jimmy J because it reminds me of that scam artist in Pennsylvania, and I don't want to be reminded of that scam artist in
That's fine. I'm
Pennsylvania.
still saying Jimmy J like a dumbass.
That fucker came up with my suggested friends and shit.
Oh, dude, I heard some other stuff about him recently, but anyway, thanks to our final girls and guys and our members. And thanks to you guys for watching. We always appreciate it. As always, yeah, we'll see you next week. Live after Horror Hound. Woo!
Rock and roll! 6 o'clock already, it was just in the middle of a dream. I was kissing Valentino by a crystal blue Italian stream. But I can't be late, cause then I guess I just won't get paid. These are the days when you wish your bed was already made. It's just another manic Monday. I wish it was Sunday, 'cause that's my fun day. My I don't have to run late. It's just another manic Monday. I wish it was Sunday, 'cause that's my fun day. It's just another manic Monday.
Yeah.